Hi, I'm Jesse, and I'm here today at Samovar at our Zen Valley location with a bunch of our team and customers, and we're here testing out today and featuring the new Breville tea brewing device, which is pretty awesome. So I want to show you some details about this and let you know that we're going to be selling it on our website, and that it's an awesome way to brew tea in a fairly high-tech way, but it still captures a ritual of tea brewing and allows you to watch the leaves open up, watch them infuse, and it controls a really perfect infusion. So it's a great way to have a delicious cup of tea and make it easy. And we love whole leaf tea here at Samovar, so let's check out how this product works. So Breville is known for really high quality kitchen products, and they've come out with a really nice one here. Very innovative, unlike anything else we've seen in the market, and I'm just going to walk you through. So the first thing that we have in the Breville kit is the tea kettle, and it's made of stainless steel, tempered glass, so it obviously handles boiling water, a handle that's insulated so your hands don't burn, and a really nice detail, a clear measuring line that allows you to see how much water you have in here. Quick side note is that you don't want to fill water over the max here if you're boiling water, which this can be used for, just boiling water. And if you're just making tea, you don't want to go over the T max line here. So that's the kettle. Now the base is really nice. It's got a rubberized bottom, so it's non-stick. A safe looking electric conduit so that you can actually boil the water quickly. And really awesome set of functionality here. It's got a great user interface. You can have a lot of customization or just brew tea in a really simple, straightforward way, which I'll get into in a moment. Also, it comes with a lid, a nice rubberized gasket here to boil the water quickly. And finally, their actual tea brewing basket. So this basket is awesome. Super fine mesh. See these really tiny holes. Keeps the leaves, when you have whole leaf tea, any small particles stay in here, which is great. You have a clean infusion. And then a lid for the basket. So let's start off right away and brew some tea here and look at how this thing works. Quick guidelines are offered in the Breville manual, which I definitely suggest everyone reads. It's pretty easy to read. It gives you all the details and the specs. With all your electronics, you probably should read the manual, but not many people do. So if you don't, follow these instructions and you'll still have great tasting tea. Step one, get good tea. We like our tea at Samovar. We love our tea here at Samovar because it's fresh, it's whole leaf, it's generally organic and fair trade, and end of the day, it just tastes great and it's really good for you. But if you're looking for tea on your own, I would suggest you start with tea that's consistent in size, shape, and color, and tea that's fresh. You generally pay for what you get, but not always. Best to just explore and look around the world, look around stores, and find out what you like best for flavor. We're starting here with a Russian blend. I like black tea, I love black tea, I like the caffeine effect, I like the astringency, I love black tea with milk and sugar. So we're going to use this device here to test out our Russian blend, which has a little bit of lychee fruit in it. It has a little bit of lapsang tea, really strong, smoky, sultry, full-bodied caffeine kick. That's the tea. Now, how much tea do we use? We opt for, and we suggest, more tea, less time. So for this amount of water, which is about 30 ounces here, or 2 decent teapots worth, I'm using about 4 tablespoons of tea. We prefer to go the volumetric approach, meaning looking at the volume, looking at the basket, I'll eyeball it and add the tea. But for those of you who need to know exactly tablespoons and teaspoons and who like the specifics, about 2 to 4 tablespoons is what we would go for this amount of tea. Remember, more tea, less time, assuming you have great quality tea. Okay, so here's the basket. Let's cover it up. Snaps on nicely, so it's a secure lid. Now here's where this Breville is really unique. What we have here, so excuse the background noise, we're operating here, we're open every day from 10 to 10, is a magnet that grabs it right on there, and that's awesome. So this is a magnet that's holding it, and the magnet will release and lower the tea basket into the water, brew the tea for a specific amount of time, and then lift the basket up magically. This is a high-tech tea brewer and allows you to get into the ritual of tea in a very high-tech way. At the end of the day, we like tea to be approachable, and so this is just another way to get more people drinking tea. Okay, let's walk through the menus here, and I'll give you the overview and then show you how you can brew tea quickly. So, first thing I will show you is, let's see here, this set of buttons up here. The auto start allows you to pre-program tea, set it at night, forget about it, and have it brew tea first thing in the morning at whatever time you want. The next button, keep warm, pretty self-explanatory, keeps the pot at a specific temperature. The third button here, basket, lowers the basket and raises it continually until you hit the button again to steep and re-steep the leaves if you want to sit here and control it. It's an interesting way to brew it. This button here goes through the menu of tea types, green, black, white, red, etc. These here control temperature, these control time. This button here controls how strong you want the brew, ranging from custom, you set it, in terms of how many minutes you want it brewed, from mild to medium to strong. And then these two buttons here are fairly self-explanatory. Okay, so I have black tea here. This is our Russian blend. I'm going to select that. So going through the menu, you can see this black tea will brew at 212 degrees, and I've selected here a mild infusion. So that's going to only brew for 1 minute. That's the default. If I want to brew it medium, it will brew for 2 minutes. If I want it strong, it'll brew for 3 minutes. And again, the Breville is unique in that it will stop the infusion. It will lift the basket up magically with its magnet power. So I want to brew a black tea for 1 minute, and you could also cycle through and say I want to brew a white tea, mild. So that would set the temperature to 185 for 2 minutes. The default for herbal would be boiling, which we recommend, 212. We like our herbals brewed a little bit longer, so you could actually set this here as a custom. So you could say, boil this tea, make it a herbal at 212, and make it for 5 minutes. Or you could make it mild for 3 minutes. So going back here, oolong, the default is 195 for 2 minutes, and then custom, you can set anything you want. So let's go back to here, black, I want to boil it, I want it mild, and I will put the lid on. And the lid is nice as well. It has a stainless mesh guard here. Snaps on there. Nice gasket seals it up, and go. So it starts off here, boils water very quickly. We're 175 degrees, and you can already see the water beginning to shimmer inside there. The boiling coils, the boiling mechanisms are started engaging, and the water will soon be boiling. It will go from 175 to, I guess, 212. See it there? It's pretty amazing. That's super fast. This is what they would call almost crab eye water. If you're going old school and you're just going to boil it on the kettle, boil it water over an open flame, tea masters or novices who are trying to brew tea out in the woods or wherever you are with the open flame, judge the water by the bubble size. That's how you can tell how hot it is. So right here we're at 185, crab eye water, and I think then there's fish eye water, which is small bubbles, and then finally there would be what they call old man water, which is an incredible rolling boil, big bubbles gurgling away. And you can see here right now at 190 degrees, we're approaching almost fish eye water. And again, we're making black tea using this Breville, brand new Breville hot tea brewer. And we're brewing the black tea mildly. So the water just hit 200, rapidly approaching boiling, and it'll brew for 1 minute. So as this is going, you can watch this here and see it move forward. I'll just mention quickly, how do you pick a tea that's right? Well, one way that we pick teas at Samovar for customers or for ourselves is by the amount of caffeine you want. So if you want a lot of caffeine, there you go, hit boiling. Now let's watch here, see if you can see the basket dropping down in there. You can get a little closer, you can come down a little bit, and you can watch the basket automatically dropping down into the infusion, which is really cool. So the basket will steep down there, and we're going to reduce the brew time for about 30 seconds, because what will happen, in case this video gets cut off, is after 25, 24 seconds, etc., the basket will go back up. And we're just going to really sit here and watch the rest of this tea brew and check out how this awesome infuser works. So you can order this on our website, and you can find out more about other teas and other things on our website and what it is we do at samovarlife.com. And you can visit us in San Francisco. So please check us out, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.